Hi traders. Now you might already realized that, especially if you are a customer, that I am now putting out updates, and these updates are not just the regular ones, like the ones that are keeping the same structure but adding some new like features or new set files. These updates are complete ones where I worked on this new structure for a long time, like straight months and some crazy times, and finally I am satisfied with it. I think most of you who got the new update, for example for the Apex EA, and I talked with you personally, you liked the design of the new update so much, the manual for the new update, and the user interface is so much better, and I worked a lot on it. I tried not just to work on the algorithm, the part where I put, of course, most of the work on the research of the algorithm, to the price action patterns, to the data analysis, but I put a good amount of time to the user interface. So let's just see. I'm going to show you, because now, and I am so proud to say, finally, I am publishing the new Leopard EA update. Now, if you are a long-time follower of my channel, but you have to be a really long-time follower, like, I don't know, years and years, you know that the Leopard EA was one of my first original EAs. Like, it is one of the first ones when I got into Metatrader coding, after I was coding solely and only cTrader C-Algo robots. So it was one of the first ones alongside with the powerful price action EA. And actually the Leopard was even before that. And so it is very, very exciting for me, because many times, like, and while I am talking about this, I'm going to run just a basic testing with every tick on the, just because it, oh no, because you are going to say, why didn't you use, this is the latest, okay, execution delay and stuff. I don't know, I think we don't need visual mode now. So I'm going to put myself somewhere, because I am annoyed by myself there. Maybe here. Okay, so I was really in a hard spot with the Leopard EA, because I always really liked the EA. It had a great following back in the day, a few years ago. And then I was shifting to more premium EAs, with more testing, with crazy algorithms inside, all these things. And I realize now that I would need, and I actually love to code it, an entry-level EA that is like it. The entry level doesn't mean that it is not a quality EA. So I wanted to create something that has a much higher value for at the entry level price that usually people are getting on the markets. So it is going to have the same like structure as the new structure of the premium EAs, like you are see it here. You are going to see it here. So I'm showing it to you, and so I don't want it to suffer, because it is an entry-level EA in these regards, and it is going to focus on a little bit like faster trading. Of course, it is not going to have like multiple set file packages. It is going to work on the 15-minute chart with just one set of set files. It is going to be easier to understand for beginners. So, because many of my EAs are really for like advanced traders, not all of them, of course, but many of them with like very, very high level patterns, custom equations. And I was thinking about it. I need an EA that has a great, well put together, like just a great system with a like a medium level price action pattern, great customizable features like all over. Um, Very valuable for optimization, forward testing if you want to do that. Let's see how it is. Yeah. Some good amount of trades as you see it. And a little bit more focus on the win rate rather than the risk reward or other ratios, and just a stable balanced EA that is still not a scalper, not dangerous, doesn't use any of the martingale stuff, any bullshit stuff. So it is an entry level EA that is actually working, that is actually reliable, safe, stable, and you can adjust it. It is single entry, so it is not going to open a ton of trades unnecessarily. And yeah, I am very proud because finally I can publish it. I was working on it for a long time, and many traders were like, man, you are not going to publish any update for the Leopard, you are promising it. Yeah, yes, I am in delay with the Leopard update, I know, but I am not going to publish another update that I am like not 100% satisfied with. It is just a fact. So for example, let's just run it with because I wanted to show you. Okay, let's go through. Um, let's see. Use like 4%. Okay, so you have, of course, the magic number trade command. You have a very important parameter, the allow only one trade per bar. And now I am going to explain all the parameters to you because I feel like if you're a beginner, you want an EA that is not going to blow your account, that has very little chance to blow your account actually, that is just stable, safe. It is a single entry one, no martingale, no lot increasing crazy gambling methods, no huge stop losses, because it is always using a tight, very precisely, it is always using a fixed tight stop loss like here. So while I am testing this, you can allow the EA to trade only once per bar, which can only give you much better like safety and control over the markets, and it in volatile markets it is really helpful. Then you have risk percentage and fixed lot you can choose. Now it is also a level up from the last version because there you only had one way. Of course, we have maximum lot size. You can use fixed lot as well. It is all working perfectly. You can use maximum and minimum lot size, which is, for me, it is really a game changer in many ways. You can use it as you wish. You can adjust it freely. I'm going to tell you which parameters I actually recommend you to adjust and which I wouldn't recommend. So these ones you can adjust it in reasonable ways. Let's see. Okay, with 4% risk, with around 60% gain, with around, let's say, 3.5-4% drawdown. Yeah, the largest profitable trade is bigger than the largest loss trade. Very important in trading, so you don't have like a crazy big loss that is wiping your account and wiping out, like these things can happen. Like I have seen many times with these scalpers and stuff. Like, yeah, it is working great. You are the man. It is trading 24/7 on crypto and everything, and yeah, you are making like around 99% win rate. But then one singular loss is coming, and you are losing all your gains. Like, even if the EA was working for 3 months straight, great, you are going to lose all your gain with one singular trade. Now, this for many reasons, but this can't happen. And our largest profitable trade is much bigger than our largest loss trade. Very important. Okay, I think basically you can check it out. You can check out all the testings. As you can see, you can use any risk you want based on your risk-taking profile. Okay, so next. You can use news filter, new update. Everybody was asking for it. You can use this EA at prop firms as well because it is safe. It is single entry, no bullshit stuff, and you can use news filter now. So this is pretty obvious. Okay, and some things that I was thinking, I think beginners would really appreciate. For example, the ADX filter. You can filter out trades by ADX using any value you want. I can show it to you like how it is changing everything. It is basically a trend filter, if we can call it that. It can filter out like how strong is the current trend, kind of. So it can be really useful. You are going to have less trades, as you can see it already. Instead of 300 or like 100 less. But of course, many times you are going to have more precise trades with it, though not every time. So you are going to have to test it yourself. What is working the best with what? But I am providing the official sets, the set package. So don't worry, you don't have to optimize and adjust if you don't want to. So you can use RSI filter, which is many times is a little bit crazy. It filters out all the trades, for example, in this case. So, but actually, you can use it very well too if you want. Maybe I can show some things, some little, just a very little optimization. If you want, if you not, tell me in the comments. But you can't really control this episode. So this is what it is. What we can adjust. Okay, so let's just. Because I want to show you that the RSI filter is also very useful, like proper useful. Yeah. Okay, it's true. It's set to true because you can like another new thing. You can choose if you want to even use a certain indicator or not in the strategy. So like the RSI filter, ADX, CCI filter, and all these things are very important. Let's just do like a very little optimization. Just why not? Maybe it is not going to even like change many things, but I wanted to show you that. Sorry, because I realized that actually I was not. Like we need something like this here and here as well. We are not going to sophisticate it too much at this point. I just wanted to showcase that it can also work if you want a certain type of trading experience. You can see it is making trades. No problems there. Even if it is like the RSI filter is turned on, and very important that you can filter out a bunch of trades with that filter. So that feature, so you can level up your game with the RSI filter, and many traders don't even know this. It is a reverse RSI filter actually. So the RSI must be reverse, because I am thinking that everybody is using it to confirm trends, but no, actually many traders are using it for reversal. Yeah, so it is absolutely that. So yeah, it is working great actually. Okay, yeah, when I turned it on, I just ran a little optimization just with the EMAs, and we got less. Basically, we got less drawdown and more profit, and actually more win rate. So it is working great, what I want to say. Okay, CCI, great stuff. I love the CCI indicator. And as you can see, you can adjust a lot of indicators that are actually working well together, as you can see. Okay, so you can use the awesome oscillator. another trend indicator, and then because it is a very trend-based EA that is actually filtering very well, you can use. I set up 3 types of EMAs in this: very short, medium, and long term. So it is checking, like as you can see in the very short, current markets, the like medium term and the very long term, and this way with these 3 EMA, like 6 EMA setup, you can really filter out trades. But of course, if you don't want to change anything, you can just use the default settings, the set files that I'm providing. But I am, still as entry level EA, I am also I want to educate people about trading, and this is why I included in so like understandable way. Like here, this slow, it is very slow. Like medium, fast, medium. So everything I named in a way that you can understand and learn trading through my EA as well, which is my goal for some reason. You can also adjust exit strategies, insanely important. Like without a good exit strategy, and actually system of exit strategies, because this is not just one, you can't trade. You can exit based on like volatility, based on trend change with the ADX, based on volume. You can exit based on break even and adaptive take profit. If you reach a certain amount of negative, you can exit then with a lower amount of TP than that was the original. This way, you can reach the maximum if the market is really going in your favor, but you can close the trades earlier if the market is not really going in your favor. Very important. You can do partial closing if that's very requested, very important. You can use a time-based exit, which is great for elevated risk reward and robustness, so you can use that as well. Basically, after a while, after certain hours and certain minimum pips, it is going to just close the trade, and that's all based on a time and pip combination. Then we have the price action, big price action pattern, looking back to around 200 to 1,000 candles and forming a pattern. It's too complex. I'm not going to explain it. You should just use the default in that regard from the set files. I would recommend. So just leave that alone. But if you want to play around with it, you can. Okay, I hope it was interesting for you. If you want more testing, let me know in the comments. I can do more, but I realize that if my videos are hitting around the 30-minute mark, people are not watching them. So, and I'm putting a lot of effort into all this, so I want people to watch it. In the next video, I want to show you how you can actually use the free version of Quant Analyzer to see the robustness of each set, of each portfolio, like for example, 3 currencies together, all these kind of things. If you are interested, let me know in the comments. If you are interested in the EA, for the first week, I am going to give you 40% off. So you can use the code. Maybe I'm going to regret it. I just came up with it now. It's 40%. Never mind. I am going to keep my word. So 40% off, because I want people to start to use it again. I want to have a group. All these things. I have many plans, but I am working I'm working a lot, because next week I am going to publish the Imperium Pattern EA update and the ATG update, which is going to be crazy, as it is a premium EA. I was developing a whole new system of complex equations, mathematical equations, of course. I don't know why I said mathematical, but yeah. So equations, and very exciting times, and basically new signals, groups, all the things. I hope I'm going to have time for everything this year. I have many good plans. So I realized that there is one thing everybody asks, and it's fair, because as I said, it is a beginner EA. And the question is, if you can run the EA with $100. Now, $100 trading is possible. I actually proved it with a live account that I started in 2020, I think. And Absolutely possible with the right risk management. Most people are blowing those accounts because they are using gambling tactics. So they are most people uh, are like they have like $100 and they are putting it on forex, like for example on a fight or a football game or any kind of sports betting or something. So yeah, that way it's you had the odds as like maybe a little bit less than with sports betting, but if you have the edge, the money management, everything, you can grow an account. So um, actually I haven't like run. I know my EAs, like basically all of them, expect like the gold traders, because gold is more volatile, it needs more deposit, but because otherwise it's just gambling if you don't have at least a couple hundred. But yeah, forex, my all my forex EAs can work. In fact, they can work with $100. Oh, I just started the test, but I didn't adjust it. So yeah, let's do it. So even though I haven't tested it with $100 before, I know exactly that it can work. And let's see, let's see, why not? Okay. Um, and actually, I think the Leopard EA is one of the best for like smaller account trading because it's a little bit faster. So you can trade a $100 account with the Apex as well. This is pretty fast too, especially the like the 15-minute chart sets. And but the normal trader, the powerful price action EA, it would require like a, maybe a little bit more because it is for like more advanced traders who have a little bit more capital, because with a smaller capital, um, for practice it's good, but even if you are making a great percent, for example like 10%, that is higher than the average interest rate from $100, it's not much. So it's a different kind of trading. Of course, with $100 you always risk more than with a higher amount, and that's completely normal. That's how everything is working, you know uh, yeah, up until this point it's working great with 100. It's kind of a robustness test, if I am being honest, because we are using 4% and with $100. But I wanted to see what is happening. I wanted to show you a little bit of a stress test, and this part is very nice. Let's see how much percent it made. Well, very interesting. I think it's going to be very interesting. Okay. First time I'm seeing this on $100, even though I knew it can work, but it's not bad at all. Like, what is our. Yeah, so our gross profit is insane. So it is like, jeez, that is 1,000, 5,000, almost 4,000%. Man, it's 4,000% gain. Jesus. Okay, so yeah, so it can definitely work. If you are using a little bit less risk, because we have now around 40% drawdown with $100, it is completely normal, like nothing wrong with that. But if you are using like just 2%, for example, okay, but yeah, 40% drawdown and 4,000% gain, which is like a little bit risky. I will be honest, it's risky. I am not recommending you 4% risk. Let's see, 2% only. Yeah, yeah. So only 10% drawdown, which is very very low for a $100 account. Very very low, and around 300% gain. So you can play around with it. I just wanted to show you that it can definitely work very stable way on $100 as well. Of course, with low amount of lot size. So I'm not recommending you, 4 or 5%, maximum 1-2% risk per set file. That is my recommendation. Ciao.